And we back with another video. Welcome, good people. This is your girl Kiara Holt, and I'm on my second video. Okay, be proud of me. Don't shame me. Be proud of me. Welcome to Holt Consult Style. I am your style and feel good provider, where we talk about your personal style, but then we really dig in deep with that feel good part. All right. If this is your first time here, stick around, watch a video or two, leave a comment. I would love to know who you are, where you're from, and what brought you to this page. Today's my first chit chat. I was just thinking of just like talking this time around. That way you can definitely get to know me, but this is like heavy on my soul. So let's dive into today's topic. As you can see, your girl took the leap of faith and she quit, y'all. She quit a job, she quit a 9-to-5. And I want to dive into that because prior to me actually making such a big move, I learned about like the great resignation. I learned about just a lot of people leaving, dipping. I mean, right now there's like shortages everywhere. Listen, we're in a different world now where people understand their value and their worth, and we ain't having it. So let's tap into my first chit chat. Get your coffee, get your tea. If you're watching this at night, get your wine. And I want to dive into my real life, what I did prior to and where I'm at now, okay? Let's get it. Well, if we start in the beginning, I was at my company for 3 years, 3.5 years. February would have made it a full 4 years. And I was good. I was happy, loved what I did. I worked on a product support team, had a great crew. Before the pandemic even hit, I was remote here in Baltimore. So I had my flow. Like, I just always knew, like, you know, we're moving up the ladder. I was promoted twice. So I'm like, let's keep going. The pandemic hit. And it wasn't a bad time. By the grace of God, I still had my job. Things are still flowing. And then we are now in 2021. And if we look back into 2020, there was a full-blown solid team. I mean, full 30 of us on there, not understanding what was going to come, but really open to, you know, what the future had in store. We're here in 2021. I feel like the shift happened for me early this year. However, I do want to express that when people hear you say you quit your job, you just woke up and was like, that's it, I'm done. It takes time. It took time for me too. Like, I did not just feel like, okay, I'm done. It certain things led me to that point, and we'll definitely dive into that. But I feel like there's a wrong stigma on right now, I guess, because a lot of people are doing it and the reasons that they're doing it for. Listen, there's a plethora of reasons of why you would do it, but just do it for the right reasons that suit you. January, right? So I played around with the idea, and the idea at that time, I wasn't unhappy. I just felt stagnant. I felt that I was now, by the grace of God, I was able to really tap into social media and start learning about content creation and learn about blogging. This is something that I've always wanted to do. It's like I played around with it and then I stopped. So when I really had the time in 2020 to really learn about social media, learn about branding, building your brand and things like that, I took the leap of faith and I was just like, let me just do it. So now I'm also in the motion of, on the side, I have my social media going. You got something brewing, and you still got your full-time job. And I would still manage to chill. Some days I would get up at 5 to create a reel. On the weekends, I had my photo shoots. I still had my flow. Now you're really digging into what this type of career can be for you. And this aspect of what's taking up so much of your life, what would happen if I don't have that anymore, right? Those thoughts start coming in. So I'm a girl that loves to research every single thing. That's me telling you like to do that, and that's just how I operate. It's like, let me go on YouTube and like see who's doing this, what videos can inspire me, because I noticed that the company culture was changing and there were layoffs in the midst of early this year. Things are now changing, and I don't really foresee my future here anymore. So what am I gonna do? So when I said, y'all, I would be at home working, and then like I would go on YouTube, like I would have YouTube on my TV. Lynette Atkins, I would watch her videos. She's such an inspiration. Definitely check her out. She talks about like things she wish she knew before quitting, or why we are in such a society that's built this way. So she was a great inspiration. Vincent Chan, he quit his job. Now I say that to say it's during, like, and again, I was doing the research while I still had my job, because it's a plan. You have to plan these things out. This is, again, if you have the opportunity, if you can just be like, deuces, I'm out, and something else is coming along, that's your personal journey, right? That wasn't mine. So I sat back and I said, I've never played with the idea so hard. Do you know when an idea is really in your head? That's like, I don't want to say haunting you, but it's so much in your mind that it's like God is, we talking about God. God is talking to you. God is telling you something. And you need to listen to that. What is it? So when I feel like I can't get this out of my head, Lord, what are you telling me? What are you telling me? I need to step into that. And maybe that, that's definitely your research mode on the idea that if it's quitting your job or if it's another type of topic, okay, let me step in, let me learn more about what my feelings are telling me. So when I took a step back and I thought, damn, what would I do if I quit my job? I love to say, I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. I got the project done. I got, like, it's about understanding who you are. However, there are planners. There are people that have 6 months advance savings. There are people that know that they can do Postmates, Uber Eats. They can do all these little side time hustles. There are people that know that they are not born for that type of life, and they are 9-to-5 people. Understand who you are first before you even tap into thinking about quitting, because again, it's not for everyone. Everything in life is 50-50. You have those that want to work 9-to-5 and have that security. I get it. And then you have like those freelancers like, listen, I'm gonna wing it. I got this. God got me. In either cases, God got you, okay? It's just about how you get in it, right? For me, I was like, this is not my first time. I got comfortable. When you reach that comfortability, child, you look back at, I low-key look back at like, damn, I wasted some time. I could have been doing something else. But that comfortability is so safe that you don't know how you're gonna leave. I thought to myself, I really enjoy social media. I have my brand growing. I'm getting into the rhythm of really enjoying this type of work. Can I see myself doing this full time? Ask yourself certain questions. And I did. I said, shit, I can really see myself as a full-time content creator. Will I have to go on the outskirts and really try other platforms? Hell yeah. I need to dive in. I mean, literally that night, I just went pen and pad and wrote ideas out. What would I do? What am I doing now? Like, other sectors are making money, because you have to create that plan. That was in January, right? So I said, I'm gonna just put it out there. I don't really know. I'm playing with the idea, but it's still, I'm scared. But still, I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was nervous. I wasn't that bold yet, okay? Let me drink, because trickled down a couple months now, and I'm starting to feel exhausted. I'm starting to feel like I'm not really getting any change in this company, with my team, with what I'm doing, the quality of work, the type of work. It's just, here's more work, guys. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. It's nothing like being in a 9-to-5, especially like a startup, and it's just like freaking unorganized. Shit is all over the place. I was like, okay, you deal with it for a certain amount of time, but then it starts to physically bother you. It starts to hurt you. At that point, I didn't even understand that it was mentally messing with me, but I was just going with the flow, because, hey, it's a check, it's a paycheck. Times is different right now. I'm giving nothing but gratitude because I have a stable check. So that's like now strike 2, because strike 1 is like the idea of like, damn, I'm stagnant. Strike 2 is, there's nothing really here no more. Like, there's no growth. We're talking about the same thing. You guys are building out new features, giving us more work. However, what are we getting in return? What are we feeling? why am I waking up and feeling so empowered to do this work? And I wasn't feeling it anymore. Y'all, I will never forget this day. We're in what, this is November. This was definitely early October. When I noticed my quality of work, we'll call it my quality of work, was changing. So I had to handle phone calls. I would be on the phone agitated, pissed, short with customers. I can imagine that you and I always want to bring that professionalism with any job that we have, okay? If it's McDonald's, shit, McDonald's was my first job. I'm going to give you, hi, how are you? How are you doing? Have an amazing day. I don't ever want to give someone the short end of the stick because I'm unhappy. That don't make sense. That means you shouldn't be there anymore, sweetheart, because you're not happy. Someone else doesn't deserve that energy. And that's how I was looking at it. I said, damn, I'm really like annoyed, you know? My second thing is every time I noticed, every time I wrapped up work, I would have these major headaches, these major freaking headaches. And I'm like, damn, I feel worn the hell out. Okay, now we're going back into research mode. What am I feeling? Because it's always after I finish my job that I feel like pure shit. I will feel like shit. One day, I'm going to watch this video. One day I recorded myself because I was like, yo, I'm tripping. It was a Monday. And I literally laid down and I was going to put it on the gram, but I just left it. I just saved it because it was just like a personal moment for me. Tap into this video on what I was saying after finishing work. It was a very depressing day for me. Check it out. And then I work. I have the 9-to-5 life. But as I'm working, I feel my body getting down. It's a little scary because I'm not like this. And I think it's time to say goodbye to something that's not serving me. I think it's time, y'all. Girl. Okay? I can't make this shit up. That day was hard for me. And I said, oh, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to do something different because this is not healthy anymore. And now we are in a world of mental health. We understand how crucial things are mentally, and I'm not performing. It's affecting my work. It's affecting me now. It's time to go back into what I picked out in January, what I wrote down, that map, that plan, and it's time to bring it back because now your girl is done. You get to a point where it's like, it's fear, and it's also like, you need to let go. You need to let go. What are you doing? Because you're obviously not satisfied. And I was looking for jobs in the meantime. Yes, had interviews, had calls, but nothing was working out. The one thing I kept doing, I just kept doing my social media. I kept that going. I kept that creativity going because that was my happy place. That is what made me happy. To like tap into some good Tuesdays and Thursdays. Half of y'all, if you are like a tap into some good fan, you know what the vibes are. Half of y'all don't even know, like, I would be so mentally flustered, but I have a job as a creator to show up, and the type of work and the quality of what I love to provide, I was like, no, I'm going to show up, and it would change my mood. Like, I would feel so good tapping in, and then when it was time to tap into that job, baby, I was tapped the hell out. Let me sip some of this tea because y'all don't understand. So that's when I knew it was that turning point of, all right, King, get yourself up and get up out of here gracefully, respectfully. I had my last like real conversational one-on-one with my manager, and that's when I was like, I'm done. That wasn't my official resignation. However, it was the first time I really blew up and just exploded. Now, you guys get this Kiara, free spirit, joy, love, and light. That's who she is. And now here's another part of me of what I've been building up because of my unhappiness. And I would just throw it under the rug. It's all right. You got a job. Be graceful. Be humble. How many more times you gonna be throwing shit under the rug? the rug is lifting because there's so much dust underneath. You feel me? So I exploded and I cried and I gave him all of the complaints and I said everything. And I said, you know, I don't think I can do this anymore. He was like, just hold off. You know, he took me off of phones for a couple of days. Just hold off. I did that. And I thought it was a good way to test because he was trying to make it seem like, no, it's the phone calls you guys are receiving. Don't let anyone, any job, any employer, anyone try to put an assumption on you if you know how you feel. Never, ever, ever, okay? A couple days went by and I didn't have phone calls and that was great, you know? I'm not going to lie about that. However, I have a computer in my face and I have the work to do. And I did not want to do the work. I was done. I was done. And I express this because I want you to make sure that you know that you're really done and doing it for the reasons where you're like, I am just not myself here anymore. And you look at, if you have a little bit more in you, that's a good point. If you have a little bit more in you, because there's a plethora of reasons, I think it's just important to hone in on why you would still want to stay. Because there's some people that's just like, yo, I am done. And I hit that point and I couldn't believe it because I was never at that point. There's different levels to things, you know? So if you are at that point where you're just done, then you know what you got to do. But if you still got some more in you, write it down on a piece of paper on what you can do to shift your mindset, honestly, because it's really a mindset thing. It ain't gonna happen overnight, but it's important that you do it for the right reason. So after that week, I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. That being said, girl. I went ahead 2 weeks later and, well, actually not even 2 weeks later, we had our next follow-up conversation. And he's like gauging, so how, you know, how's everything feeling? How you feeling? This is done. I said, you know what? Respectfully, I lost myself in front of you last week. And we don't give anyone our power, okay? And we're going to talk about that too. We don't give people our power, and I allowed you to do so, and it's not going to happen anymore. Respectfully, I resigned. And it was like crazy for me to even say the shit out my mouth because, again, remember, I'm sitting on the idea. I'm fronting, I'm playing, I'm afraid. But I saw that person that was in that meeting that never wanted to see that person again. And unhappy, burned out, feeling not appreciative, feeling undervalued, feeling like, what the hell, this job is not going to make me feel like I don't have a value, or praising other people. Like, no. Know your worth. And this is why when I research a lot of videos now about the great resignation and so many people are quitting, we know who we are out here. We know what we're capable of. I would never sit here and say, don't ever get a 9 to 5. I can't tell you that because they have benefits for sure, 100%. But you need to be at a place that can see you as value and know what you can bring to the table. See, that trickled down for me. And when I realized that, I started questioning myself and quality of work. Maybe you don't get promoted and do things that move up the ladder for nothing. Know how you stepped in, and know who you are, and understand how you want to leave out. And that was important for me. And I said, you know what, God? I prayed on it. You got to pray on it, honey. I said, God, I'm out. Respectfully, I have to go. And the manager, he knew what it was. He knew the time was. And let me tell you something. I'm not going to go no ramp on no managers, but they know the vibes. Okay? They know the vibes. And we're going to pray for them too, because some of them are still around in these toxic cultures, and they don't leave because they got the upper man ahead of them. But that's another story, all right? And now we're on week 2. Week 2, and now I'm on week 2 of actually like not clocking in. And last week was my first week, and I was like, it's Monday, it's 6 in the morning. I have a different routine. I don't know what to do with myself. I feel like Home Alone. Wait up. Oh my God, what's his name? Michael? What's his name, Michael? Oh man, that's my favorite movie too. Must not be my favorite movie. When he was home alone and he was like, Mom, I'm doing this and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you're out there now. Okay, now let's talk. That's the background. Now that's the back end of it all. Now I'm here. Now I'm here, you know, and I got time. Sis got time. Yesterday, I woke up, and again, I am still, let me tell you, routines are important. What I've learned about routines, though, routines, you have to create the routine that honestly suits the life that you love, because routine is structure. And as we get older, we're adults. We hate adulting shit sometimes, but you have to have a certain routine to just keep that structure going with your bills, with your health, with fitness, with things like that. So a routine is very important, but you just have to be so, I think when you find that happiness of your life and you're happy with what you're doing, you don't mind a routine. But when you hate what you're doing, then a routine feels like a freaking a chore as such. So my thing is, I'm still waking up 5:30, 6 a.m. I'm still keeping that flow. Like, I got work to do. I am taking on this road to full tank content creation. I want to let you know, like, no, I don't have a big following. I don't have I don't have a major savings. What am I doing now to like get some revenue? I actually, before the pandemic, I was actually doing Uber side, like as a side hustle. I would do it for like here and there, you know, but again, I had a job, and if I wanted just like some cute side money, I would then just get up early in the morning. So I would do like 6 to like 8. You got to put some time in, just like another job, but it's ultimately my time, my way that I want to do it. So right now I'm getting up still early in the morning, getting those surges. Let me know if you want more information about Uber. A lot of people don't know that that's something that I've done on the side. When I say I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, homie. There is no limit on how you can make a coin. I'm gonna tell you just like that. Okay, I'm a side hustle queen. Like, when I watch these women, like even guys too on YouTube, I'm like, damn, everybody's out here trying to get something. I've done Shipt, I've done Uber Eats, I've done DoorDash, I've done Postmates. Keep that hunger going, and you will never have to be hungry. Girl, let me take a sip. Keep that hunger going, and you will never have to be hungry. And that's my motto. So right now I am working on, as you can see, creating more content, and I'm just doing Uber for the time being. It's a little weird for me because the freedom feels so freaking good right now. I can tell you that I feel happy, I feel rested, and I still feel like I have structure on my business. Okay, today we're going to post on TikTok. Today we're going to actually create a video for YouTube. All right, tomorrow on my editing days, like, I can think. I have the freedom to think. And my only plan, I think this is the plan that people don't talk to you about, and this is more mental. Understand that you are capable. If you internally tell yourself, I have the courage to figure this out as I go, you're going to be fine. Is it going to be easy? Hell to the nah. Hell to the nah. Hell to the nah. And it shouldn't be so easy, you know, but keep the momentum going. And that's what I'm doing now. I'll give you like a 6-month update to see where I'm at with things. So it's all about what works for you, but get that structure and tell yourself, I have the ability to figure this out. If I really want this, whatever your goal is, you can definitely do it. And that's what I got for you. This is my first chit chat. I'm still, I'm learning as I go, but I feel good. And your happiness depends on it. Life is too short. Life is too short to not do the things that you want to do, to try new ventures. You owe it to yourself to try, and I'm going to always continue to tell you that. Remember, I'm your style and feel-good provider, okay? You owe it to yourself. The world needs more people like you. So if you are thinking about quitting your job, do it for the right reasons. Make sure you have that mental plan and that physical plan as well. Remember, that mental plan is having the courage. That physical plan is seeing exactly what you want, all right? And then when you're at that stage, when you do it, do it. Live your truth. You've already set yourself up mentally and physically. Live your truth, all right? I hope this helps someone. If you have any questions at all, comment below. Subscribe if you're feeling the page. I appreciate it. I'm going to be checking you out. I'm your girl, Kiara Holt. Stay tuned for more videos. I haven't even determined like a structure yet here, but again, if I don't step outside, then how will I ever know? And the same goes for you. See you later.